Well, good afternoon, guys. I am getting ready to do a video series on all my 4 trail cameras here. You can see I've got 2 moultries, I've got a spy point, and I've got a tactacam. And I have my eye on another, another tactacam. May or may not have it by the time this video series is done. If I have it before then, I'll add it to the end of this video, in this series. If not, I'll just do one on it by itself. This is the order that I did purchase these things in. My very first one was this moultrie deltabase. My second one was this spy point micro link. Then I got the moultrie edge, and then I got the tactacam reveal X. I bought all these within probably a little less than a year of each other. I'm going to say about 9 months of each other, probably, something like that. But I'm going to do a small breakdown of each camera. I'm not going to go into a super lot of detail because there's a lot better videos out there than mine. All these 3 right here have been on a mineral site. Freshened up probably about a week and a half ago, and I've been leaving them up here for about 5 days or so at a time. The only one that's not been there yet is this one, and it's getting ready to go up as this video is done. It's going to be up here about 5 days. But I'm now one of these only takes pictures. It doesn't take video, but I'll get into that a little bit more in its own little series when I do that. Like I said, I'm gonna break down each one. I've got a little picture and video mode, so I'll be posting some daytime and nighttime pictures and videos, daytime and nighttime videos. They're all in the same tree, at the same height. They're about 10 yards from my mineral site, and it's been getting quite a bit of activity. So, like I said, I put this one out first, and then this one was second, this one was third, and then today this one, because this one was actually on public land until just a few days ago. So anyway, guys, that's going to be the opening of this. Like I said, they're all not at the same time, but they're all going to be on the same exact trees, same height, so they're all exactly the same spot on all of them's on the same mineral site. And like I said, I got about 5 days worth on each one of them. So, guys, sorry about I have to keep running back and forth with the camera. My wife's been ill here lately, and she wasn't able to make it up here with me. She usually the one that helps me in my videos. So, anyway, guys, be looking for that little video to be starting out there pretty soon. Well, if you're watching this right now, I guess it's getting ready to start. So, like I said, I'm going to do a video on each one separately and break them down and tell you the pros and cons, at least in my opinion, what I like, what I don't like. There's something about all of them I really like, and there's some few things about each one of them I don't really like that well. But we'll get into that during each video, guys. So appreciate y'all watching, and stay tuned for this. Alright, guys, right here's my mineral site. I just freshened up. This is over the next few weeks where I'm going to be running my cell cameras. I'm going to bring each one of them in here individually for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days and get some daytime, nighttime pictures and videos. And except for the one that don't take video. But I will be doing a review on that, and I'm going to put it on this tree right here, this little maple tree right over here. It's probably about 10 yards away. I'll come here and look at it. I'm going to put it on this tree right here. And my mineral site is just right over there. So like I said, it's about 10 yards. I should get plenty of good footage. And this tree will pretty much keep it in the shade and out of the way of the sun. There shouldn't get a whole lot of false triggers right here either. So they're definitely hitting it pretty hard. So like I said, I'm going to leave each camera up here for about 5 days or so. And then I'm going to break each camera down on its own. So that's how we're going to do it. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the first day of my 4-part series on my cell cameras, and today I'm doing the moultrie deltabase. I actually just took this off a tree so I can get this part done. I'm going to do another one here in a few minutes. So I got to get these cameras out on some public land. Hopefully starting this weekend. I'm going to do them in the order that I bought these things. So this was my very first one. Just a little update. I still don't know a whole lot about cell cameras, just the experience I've had with them. So all these little videos are just going to be my experience with these cell cameras, just what I've experienced, and I've got some little things to go over. And like I said, it's just my opinion. There's a lot more better videos out there. Actually, all these companies have videos on these cell cameras that I have, and there's plenty of people out there who have videos on them too. So this is just my experience. This is the only one I've had for actually over a year now. The rest of them I've had probably within 6 to 8 months. But I bought this one last March in 2022, and I got some cheat notes here. I bought this directly from Moultrie's website. It was normally, I think, $110, and they had it on sale at the time for $89.99 plus free shipping. So that's what I paid for it, and like I said, I bought it off Moultrie's website. This is not the original one I had. After I had the other one, when I ordered it only took about 4 or 5 days for it to come in, and I actually put it up here on the property up here. And I do this with every cell camera, every trail camera that I get, every new camera that I get. I run feeders up here from 1st of September till about the end of March. I take them down then because I do turkey hunting up here, so they're down about a month before then. But in February till probably August every year, I run mineral sites. So anytime I get a new trail camera, I always put it up here either on my feeder or my mineral site, depending on what time of year, just to, my wife's getting a text message. And by the way, my wife is feeling better. She's back with me today. She is behind the camera. So, but she is with me. Appreciate everybody commenting on the last video I did with her episodes that she had. She's not 100% yet, but she is doing better. But she's behind the camera, sitting on 4-wheeler right now, laughing at me. But anytime I get a new camera, I always put it up here just to check out the quality of the pictures, adjust the the settings on the things. I do that with all my cameras for the first couple weeks I have them. I do not keep cell cameras on mineral sites or feeders on most times, just because I get so much activity on them. I just keep regular cameras on those, and I'm up here enough to, it takes me 5 minutes to get up here from my house on the 4-wheeler, so I can come up here and check them pretty much any time. I just do that to just make sure they're working good and full of the settings and stuff on it. I did put all these trail cameras on my mineral site. I'm freshened up about a month ago, and this was the last one. I kept them all up here for about 5 days just so I can get some pictures and videos to day and night time put it in each video, except for the next one. They only take pictures. We'll get to that in a minute. So a little bit about this trail camera. Like I said, it is a moultrie deltabase. I think this thing has been around for a couple of years. They still sell them on their website right now, I think for $100. They're still on there. It's 24 megapixel. It does take HD videos. They will send to your phone. You got to request those. I'll get to that in a minute. 0.75 trigger speed, 80-foot detection range. And on this particular model, you have to pick between either Verizon or AT&T. We have Verizon on our phone, so most places I hunt at, especially up here, I usually get pretty good signal. That's why anytime I get a chance, I always pick the Verizon models. Now some cell cams coming out, let you pick either one. I have another one that picks up on either one too also, but we'll get to that later. And of course, the setup and everything else, you can do everything on the app. All these cell phones anymore have apps, and it's just moultrie, I think moultrie.com or something like that. Anyway, you go to the App Store, whichever kind of phone you have, just go to the App Store and you just download the app for free, and you can pretty much make all your changes on there, even including, I know in this particular model you can format your SD card through the app too. I'm not sure if the other ones do that or not. Plans, the plans start at $10, and that's the one I have. It's a standard plan, and you get 1,000 pictures, 10 videos a month for $10. That's the plan I've got on this. Or you can get the unlimited, which is $17 a month, and it's unlimited pictures with 50 videos. Or they have one they call the Pro Series, and they recommend if you have 3 cameras or more. Right now I have 2 moultries. If I ever get another one, I might do this one. But the Pro Series is $35 for your first camera, and it's only $8 for each additional camera. And you get unlimited pics and 50 videos. Now, like I said, they say it's a better deal if you got 3 or more cameras. So right now I got two moultries, and I just got them both on their standard plans. I pay $20 a month for each camera, which is 1,000 pictures and 10 videos, which is plenty enough for me. Like I said, I did buy this camera last March. I've had it about a year and 3 months now, and it's pretty good. Some of the cons that I do have with it, you have to get on this website. I got my phone right here. You have to get on the app, and see if I can pull it up here. I don't know if you'll be able to sit on. I gotta find it first. That's not it. I just moved my things around. Moultrie Mobile is the app, and I pulled up on it. And since I have two cameras, it'll show. I've got this thing to update every 3 hours, so it's not show. I just got in front of it. It didn't show me on it. The last picture I've got on this thing was at 12:15 this afternoon. And I had a deer on it, and it takes very good pictures. I had about 10 foot from about 10 yards from the mineral site. But to request a video, and that way you can see that on the app. But down at the bottom of it has a little square that says share. If you want to share it to either, oh, she wants to zoom in on that. I don't know if you can see the things down at the bottom. Zoomed in on it? If not, I may put a picture up down at the end of the video or something. Yeah. But it has a little square down at the bottom that says share. That's where you can post things to Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. Or if you want to keep it to your photo album or send it to somebody else through text message, you can do that. But you cannot share videos. I learned that. If you try to send a video, it will just send a picture. You cannot send the video this way. Now, if you download the video to your phone, then you can send it through a text message. You can do that. But actually save the video and try to send it any other way, you can't do that. And then right beside it has a little box with an arrow pointing down that says video. What you have to do, you have to click on a picture. You have to hit video, and it'll pop up and say request. And then when you hit request, it'll say yes or no. And you put yes. And then supposedly next time the camera updates, it sends you videos. Sometimes it's I get it on the first try. Sometimes I've got to do it 3 or 4 times. And there's a very rare occasion that I never get it. There's been some of them I've hit 5 and 6 times and never did get the video. But if your camera's set on picture and video like mine is right now, video will be on the SD card. So you always have the video. But the thing about cell cameras, you don't have to go in and out all the time. That's one of the pluses about cell cameras. So you don't have to go in and out all the time to do that. But that's just one thing to remember, at least on with my experience with it. With both these cameras, both this one and the other one I'll be reviewing here probably next week or so. You have to request the video, and it's not instant. It does take a little bit of time. Sometimes you got to do several times. And then it's got another one here. It's called tags, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But you can tag certain animals and keep them in certain order. I don't do any of that. And then it has a delete button off to the side here where you can delete any videos, pictures or videos, and it does delete them permanently. So that pretty much is the cons I have with this camera, just the way you got to download the videos, and a lot of times you got to request it several times. The pros, I'm going to say customer service, 100%, and I'll get into that real quick. This is not the original camera that I ordered. The original I ordered was this same camera, but after about 2 months, it just quit sending pictures, and it was right up here on the hill from my house. Like I said, crow flies, you can almost hit a rock from my house with all the trees here, but you know, it takes me 5-6 minutes to get up here on the floor. That's how close it was. Excellent signal. It just quit sending pictures. So I come up here and I put a new SD card in, formatted it. The batteries was still well over 50 or 60%. I went ahead and put new batteries in it, turned it off, turned it back on. I even moved locations, had perfect signal everywhere. Still would not send pictures, so I got a hold of I took it off the hill, called customer service. Well, actually, it was on text message, I think. I was on the phone with the guy for about 45 minutes, and he tried troubleshooting on his end, and he said there was a problem where the camera was not sending pictures or videos. So he emailed me a shipping label, and he told me to go to the nearest UPS store, and as soon as I shipped it out, to email that confirmation number back to them, back to their service department. Well, we did it on a Saturday afternoon, and since we left UPS office, I got an email back a couple hours later, said my camera was on the way. They shipped it out Saturday afternoon. And I shipped this one out, well, UPS store went out. So these things actually passed each other in the mail, and I think it was by Tuesday afternoon I got home from work, my new camera, this one was there. So that's how quick it was. That's the only time I've had to deal with their customer service, I believe. So as far as that goes, 100% on that. Videos and pictures, I think are great quality. when I get either on the SD card or onto my phone. I think that's a big plus. And it does come with a 2-year warranty, and also comes with a tree strap. And another thing I like about it is right here is where you can see where the strap goes through. But then there's 2 different places on here for Python cables. But what I like about it, and I just use one, it also locks your door when you put the Python cable in there. So this thing is a little hard to open and shut. It's turned off right now. But one other downfall that I didn't mention, it takes 12 batteries. And right now I use Energizer Max. For the most part, if it ain't on a feeder or been on site like it is right now, I've used quite a bit of battery over the last 5 days because I've got a lot of deer hitting this thing. But for normal use out in the woods, where I really don't get that many pictures, batteries last, even in cold weather, batteries last pretty good while. I don't have any really timeline to tell you, but I use Energizer Max. I know about every cell company out there don't require, but they recommend use lithiums. Man, the price of them things, and 12 of them just in this camera, and I've got 4 cell cameras. We'll get to all of them in a little bit, or later on in this series. I just really can't afford that, so that's another downfall to it. But overall, it's good. Another plus that I like, it has a removable antenna. I like to do this, like probably this weekend, this camera's going to go to public land. Anytime I transport it, I always take because this can very easily be broke off. I always remove the antenna and put it in my backpack and just put it in like this, so there's no chance of getting it broke off. So it does have a removable antenna, so I think it's another plus. And if you don't want to use the antenna, it does have a little rubber cap that you can put over top of it to help keep moisture and dirt out. But it's not off long enough for me to worry about it. But other than that, though, that's pretty much my review on this thing. Like I said, there's a lot more to this camera, a lot more to the app than what I do. It has species recognition, and that's part of the tags you can do. You can set this thing up where it'll tag people, bucks, does, hogs, bears. I don't know how that technology works. I haven't even fooled with that on this phone yet, but that's the back of the box. You can kind of see there is a lot more to this cell camera than what I actually use. So, like I said, it's just a lot of little ins and outs. I don't want to make this video too long. This is just my personal opinion about this cell camera. I really like it. Would I buy another one? Yeah, I probably would. I have another moultrie, a different one, and I kind of like things about both of them, and I dislike things about both of them. Like I said, the 12 batteries are probably the worst one on this one. But between the two, if I was buy another one, I would probably buy this one again. I just seem to like it. Of course, it was my first one too, so I guess it's always special. You have your first, whatever it may be. But I do kind of like this one better than I do the other moultrie, just a little bit. There's some things about it I like and don't like. So, but that's my third one. We'll get to that a little bit later. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap that up. If you have any questions I can help you with, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer. Yeah. And I know I live here in West Virginia, and I know there's places in West Virginia you don't even get cell service, so, you know, cell cameras just are not applicable to some people, at least in my state. Could be the same where you're at too. So, but I would highly recommend it. If you're looking for a good, decent trail camera for about $100 with great warranty, and I think they're good trail cameras, I wouldn't mind recommending this one at all. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and like I said, this is the first of 4.
Don't forget to mention you're not sponsored in any way.
Oh yeah, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I've bought everything that I ever have and own. I do buy, you know, with my wife. Actually, my wife tried for probably about 2 years to get me a cell camera. And at the time, I really didn't know a lot about them. And oh yeah, I do need to mention this too. None of the cell cameras that I use your actual data from your phone, and that's the other reason it kept me from years. That I always heard that, you know, some of the older cell cameras, you know, used up some of your data. It has nothing to do with your data plan. Like I've got Verizon, you know, if you'd rather have an AT&T, it will send pictures and videos to your phone just as well. They do not have to be compatible. Like I said, all the data you pay for, you know, itself. So has nothing to do with your data on your phone. So yeah, and if anybody knew anything about that. But yeah, she tried to get me to get a cell camera for a couple of years, and I kept. She was actually going to buy me one. She kept telling me to find one, pick it out. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know a lot about them. So I decided to jump in with this one. I did a lot of reviews on it, and I've always used a lot of moultrie products. and never had any problem. Matter of fact, I've got 2 cameras on each mineral site right now that she had bought me about 3 years ago. And they're both moultries, and they're discontinued right now, but I've had 0 issues with them cameras at all. They're just regular gel cameras, but they're on. They're pretty much stay up here year round. I've had almost 3 years now with no issues at all with that. So I've always had good luck with moultrie products, so I really like them. So like I said, if you're looking for a good, dependable cell camera, I would recommend this one. But we got some more to go to. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching.